Hello, Lionel Fernando, sí, for this Poario and Doble Amarilla. Before the match, I was asking about what it meant to always be between or among the four best teams. Can you share with the Argentinian fans what it means to you to have this team in this final for the Copa America tournament? Good evening, everyone. Well, we're proud, and I am really thankful to them. Yesterday, one of my colleagues was asking to me or saying that maybe we are normalizing these, and maybe I wasn't, or one of your colleagues, sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough with my answer, but it is extremely tough to reach another final. And we are carrying over a great level of praise and with great success. And it is tough because we know how hard it is to get there. So we're extremely happy, but we are concerned. I don't know if I'm being clear enough because it is harder and harder, and the bar is up high. Everyone thinks that it is very easy and straightforward, and Canada has shown today that it's not an easy task. They were a very tough opponent, and everyone is giving their best. But of course, we are very pleased, and I hope that everyone can enjoy this, the people and the players. Marcelo Lamberti for Cadena Tres Argentina. Before the tournament started, everyone said that the goal was to play every match, match by match, and hopefully to get to the final. And now that we are at the final, maybe the goal is to achieve another win for this tournament, right? We're going to enjoy this next match, but we know that it's going to be very hard fought. We are one step away from defending our title, and this is a step by step. We have some days to rest. This is a privileged position because we might have one more day than our opponent to rest, but we will do our best to play a great match on Sunday and recover everyone. Gustavo Larroche for Radio La Red. I wanted to know if for you this was the best performance of the team in Copa America, and starting to leave this final, I want a reflection on your side about the football-wise differences of the potential opponents, or Uruguay and Colombia. Sincerely, I think our team performed really well in every match. I never said that I wasn't pleased with their performance. It's impossible. There are no chances that the coaching staff could be less pleased with their performance because they give always their best. And this is football. You have to try and try, even if you cannot achieve a result. You can never stop trying. So I couldn't dare to say which match was better. I think we were always at the level required. We always measured up. But sometimes the opponents don't let you achieve your expected outcome. And now these two potential opponents are top-notch as teams, national teams, but it would be reckless to say that I prefer one or the other. One of them already beat us. It was a very tough match, and we have not played against Colombia with this coach, but we know it could be very difficult as well. Radio Colombia, Costa Rica, Lionel, we're live. I would like to know if the main strength of Argentina to you is keeping up the ambition level besides all its achievements, and maybe if that collective element is superior to all the individual talent the Argentina team has. In this cycle, during our tenure, I think we were very clear in our message. We have Leo, but we know that the entire team is there, and if they are not performing well altogether, we're going to suffer. And we do everything as a team. There's a great level of togetherness, of unity. They are very strong together, and ultimately you can play well or not, but we always have to keep trying. Lionel, first, congratulations. Pau Filippini here from Radio Mitre. Did you enjoy the victory today vis-a-vis the match against Ecuador? And I wanted to ask about Fideo Di Maria, Ángel Di Maria. Are you starting to feel a farewell situation that will come on Sunday for such a major and top-notch player? I said that I didn't enjoy the last match because the equalizer came in the last minute and we went to the penalty shootouts, but of course we enjoy every match. But it is true that there is that feeling going around. You know how I feel about Fideo, about Ángel. I don't want to retire him earlier. We don't want to start crying right now. We don't want to feel melancholy, and well, we have to let him play, and then we'll see if we can convince him or not to stay with us. But so far, he's here, and he has to enjoy this moment. Lionel, good evening. Marco López, Radio Blue, Universo Ecuador. This is a date with history, right? It's a historical moment. Spain in 2008, 2010, and 2012 managed to win Copa America, World Cup, and Copa America. What is your take on that? Well, these are statistics. I'm not really interested about it. I'm not interested in it. When we lost against Saudi Arabia, we came from an unbeaten track of many matches, but it didn't change anything. The most important thing is to win, not what the statistics say, that we could win 3 finals on a row. Juan Cruz, por Sable Reportes. In the last half, in the second half, recently you have made everyone's used to see you in the finals of official tournaments. You said you don't want to naturalize this, but what is the key on the essence, and how do you think the group is facing the final? Well, I think people now are not used to seeing us in finals. I think that we have made them identify with the team besides the results, or regardless of the results. We always want the team to play well. And what was the question? Because I think I answered something completely different. What is the key for the team to always reach these finals? I mentioned that what's in the past is in the past. I am not a fan of statistics. We have to look forward. And since they were very young, 6 or 7 years old, they have been competing. That's in their essence. They compete and they compete. And it's not like you can tell them, oh, now we won, then you don't need to compete anymore. It's in their nature. And Lionel, Andres Lucy, Aire de Santa Fe, congratulations. Today in the lineup, there were 2 players that hadn't started in the World Cup final. But some time went by, the team is almost the same. What is the key of this group, that in these last years they are playing their 4th final, that as from 2019 they have always reached the final in every tournament? I think I have to give you the same answer. I have already mentioned this. I played in the young ranks for the national team. I played in the national team. I was part of other coaching staff teams. But when you win, everyone magnifies those victories. But I've always seen players that want to win and that are very ambitious, and I've seen locker rooms that are very uh, sad because the players weren't able to win. But now it seems that winners are different as players from other Argentinian players, and we're not. We all understand what it means to wear this jersey. Lionel, Ezequiel Suárez, Provincia de Buenos Aires, I imagine you're very happy, but now that you are in the finals, do you think that the Argentinian people want the team to win for a player in particular? Don't you think that now they want the team to win because of its coach? And where's your family now? Well, my brother, his wife, my nephew are here. The rest are all over in Spain, in Tupujato, and have any other family here. Hopefully some of them will be here for the final. And what was the other part? If you think that the Argentinian people want to see them champions because of their coach, I don't think so. I think that would be a mistake. I am really happy here because we brought joy to the people, but I would be happy because I'm Argentinian, but I'm just the coach, and I am really happy and pleased because people are happy as well. Octavio Petrich right here for Relatores with Victor Hugo. I want to know what's your take on triumphalism. So now this is a decisive moment, winning or losing a final, but what is your reflection on the Argentinian triumphalism? I didn't understand the question very much, but what are you referring to? Like people wanting us to win? We apologize, we cannot hear the journalists if they don't use a microphone. I think it is a bit more related to the message one can convey. I am saying this from the standpoint of a national team. Maybe at the level of a club it's different, but you need a process. When we started at the beginning of our cycle, we weren't doing well. So I think that the message we can convey, all these experience or the level of results, we got them after a while after we started. And I think that you always need time. You need some time to prepare because you're not seeing your players all the time. At the level of a club, it's completely different.
Hi, Lionel. Congratulations on making it to another final. My question has to do with legacy. Obviously, this team have done so.
Is it 10 years more for me?
Thinking long term so that the people of Argentina can enjoy what they are enjoying for another 10 or 20 years. Have you started thinking about it yourself?
No, I haven't been thinking about this like long-term 10 years from now. I am thinking about the immediate future and the qualifiers then, but of course, what you're mentioning about the legacy, successors hopefully will enjoy all the growth and football players in Argentina will always give their best. So you just have to step on the pedal and have some luck, of course, because I think that's also a priority. But for all these players and the upcoming ones, I think that it is a good path for them to tread on. Daniel Urueña, América Tucumana, Más Deportes. Coming back to the match, do you think that this semifinal with Canada was the best match played by Argentina in Copa America? And Messi has just talked about maybe the last battles he'll wage. What is your reflection on that? Well, I just answered Gustavo the question, a similar question. I don't know if it was the best match. There are always positives that we take from them, and we might have seen a performance that was similar to our previous performance, and some things went very well. But if in some matches we weren't able to show that, it was because the opponent also performed in a different manner. In Ecuador, it was a completely different situation, but I was never less pleased by their performance. And about Leo's words, it's similar to Angel's situations. We have to let him be, and we will never be the ones to close the door. He can be with our team for as long as he wants to be. And if he wants to retire but still come and hang around, it would be great. And if he wants to come with me to somewhere else, I will take him everywhere so he can decide whatever he wants to do. Juan Carlos here, coach from Power Sports. We understand that we have to live moment by moment, and this is a new tournament. So what is the best virtue of this team comparing it with the last edition in Brazil? I think that we are a more consolidated team. Now, even if at times it doesn't show, we know what we are after, what is our quest, how we have to play. And at that time, we're trying to find our identity and creating a greater understanding, adding players. I think this is our most real situation. Sara Castro, Diario AS. I want for you to talk about the decision you made for Enzo to play as a 5 again. What were you after and what did you find? Well, sometimes Alexis plays in that position or Leandro. Today it was Enzo's time. We thought that this was going to be a match for him in that position, and as in every match, we always are trying to find the best game plan for the team, and sometimes there is another teammate that joins them in the pitch and we change positions, but we really thought that this was a match for him to play in that position. Lionel, Mauro Mariscotti, Radio Güemes, MM50. I wanted to ask you, because this is the fourth final coaching the Argentinian team. The other three, you won them. So are you a bit more calm taking on this final, or are you at the same level of anxiousness? Well, I believe it's in the same manner, with the same level of intensity. I think that is something inherent and it won't change, regardless of the number of finals. Hi, Lionel, Carolina Aguirre for Miércoles Latinos. This one will be a final with two Argentinian coaches, head coaches. As an Argentinian, how does that make you feel? Of course, I'm very happy because that as very favorable for Argentinian coaches, or it just speaks well about us. And I really appreciate both of them. It's great that many national teams are looking for coaches from our country. Federico Gelis from Radio Mitre Córdoba. Essentially, this question is on the work, on the morale or psychological work for the matches. What did you work in particular for the mindset in the match against Ecuador and for this match? Basically, we focused on the opponent to see where we can find spaces or where they could break our lines. So that helped us envision how the match was going to develop. So even if it was a tough game, we knew where to create chances. But what we do is like we eliminate the previous match from our minds and we focus on the next one. So we kind of write it off. And now we focused on Canada. Lionel, congratulations, Andrés Sanchez, for Vale Todo. At this stage, we usually ask the football players how they are doing to take on the next challenge. How is Lionel Scaloni doing? What is the mindset? At the previous final, you took some minutes to cry a little bit and then go celebrate. Where is your mind right now for this next final? Well, I'm a bit more level-minded, calmer. Maybe it doesn't show that I'm very excited as well, but I am. Of course, it is incredible to me. I am really enjoying it. All of us players, the coaching staff know how hard this tournament was for us, how difficult it was to prepare after the World Cup. It is tough, so we really enjoy it. Over here, Sandro Jimenez, Jornada de Medios in Chubut, Patagonia. You don't like statistics, but this is another final you're going to play, or the third final if you take into account only Copa America and the World Cup. So we heard Leo complain about the pitch surfaces, the traveling, if you take into account only Copa America and the World Cup. So we heard Leo complain about the pitch surfaces, the traveling. I already said this on the first day. Now there's only one match before us or ahead of us, so there are no excuses to make. If the pitch is good, it will be good for all of us. We will have time to rest. We'll have time to prepare for the match. So we'll try to give it our best. And we'll see what the results are tomorrow for the medical examination and see how everyone's doing and start getting ready. Thank you very much.